What's up, YouTube? It's White Pablo back with another episode of the All Alabama Squad. Getting straight into roster cuts, cutting down to 53 for the regular season. Starting out moving our young players to the practice squad. We'll have 12 practice squad slots available. We're putting Alex Leatherwood to the practice squad, Fedarian Mathis, Christian Barmore. And a lot of these dudes are rookies with high 70s overall, but they're going to the practice squad, and I don't have practice squad stealing enabled, so they will all stay on my practice squad. That's just because I'm trying to get as many Alabama players as possible, and if they have more than 2 years of experience, they're not eligible to be on the practice squad. So that's why I'm putting players like Jamison Williams and Brian Robinson Jr. on the practice squad. Now I'm just getting into roster cuts, cutting older players that aren't really going to help us out too much right now. We still will have them available as free agents if we start dealing with a bunch of injuries. I did bump the injury rating up to 30, or the slider for injuries up to 30, so there's going to be a lot more injuries. There's a couple that happened in this game, in this first game. And then also, Quinnen Williams gets injured in practice, I believe, because he was not available for the game, which sucks because we were supposed to get him like 2+ combined sacks and tackles for a loss to get him a ratings boost, but he got injured in practice, so we were not able to achieve that. Now I'm just going through the 53-man roster, the depth chart, for everybody to see how I got the lineup squared away. And again, if anybody has any suggestions of moving players around, what you would do differently, let me know. But other than that, I think it's looking pretty good. We got a bunch of players that can play a bunch of different roles. Ryan Anderson, Anthony Jennings, two really great preseason players. See if it'll translate to the regular season. And just dogs all around in the secondary. Sometimes we'll be playing 3 or 4 safeties on the field at the same time. Having Eddie Jackson at deep safety, along with like Xavier McKinney and then Kareem Jackson and Minka Fitzpatrick down in the slot. And then with our running back situation, we will start Josh Jacobs and then have Najee Harris as the power back, Damian Harris as the third down back, just so that we get all of our running backs the ball. Even got Kenyon Drake as a reserve. For sub linebacker will be Landon Collins and Ronnie Harrison. So that's another way that we can get a bunch more safeties on the field as well. They're more athletic than the typical linebacker, so we can use those guys. Ronnie Harrison had a pick or two in the preseason. Landon Collins, a big hitter. So it's going to be fun. Now we're just simming to the regular season. We got to set our goal. Obviously, it's going to be the Super Bowl. If we don't make it to the Super Bowl, then this series was a failure. If we don't, though, it's still going to be fun. I've been having fun with it. I hope that it's entertaining to watch. And then here we see our training camp standout is Quinnen Williams. So we had an opportunity to get him a ratings boost or depth trait, but again, I think he got injured in practice because he was not available for the first game. He was only out for that game though, so he should be back next week. Then we'll go to our press conference with our opening day keys. We're going to try to dominate on offense and focus on the running game. So we want to push the rock for 150 yards on the ground. So in this game, you'll see me trying to run the ball the majority of the time, if I can, just trying to get that 150 yards. And then here, for these type of questions, I always usually praise the player, because if not, it gives you some like stupid like accolade to try to achieve, or not accolade, but like goal, like get 3 picks or 3 touchdowns on Tyrann Mathieu or something like that. And sometimes they're very hard to reach, so I usually play more conservative. Here we're upgrading a couple players. Damian Harris, trying to get him better at receiving because he is our third down back. Amari Cooper, we're just trying to upgrade playmaker to get him in a scheme fit, which will give him a slight boost in our scheme. I did move our offensive playbook to the Miami Dolphins, so we're using the Miami's offense now, which is what Tua is in real life, and Tua is our starting quarterback here. So getting into this first regular season game, I did decide on doing mostly play the moments with a slow sim, so that we get to watch the AI play a little bit too. I think that's kind of entertaining, but I do play a bit in this game as well. I kind of play where I see fit as well. Play a lot in the fourth quarter, just trying to make sure we run the ball, get those 150 yards. Here we sag Jameis Winston, make it 2nd and 23. Big boy Jonathan Allen, foreshadowing things to come. Now we got Jameis scrolling. We almost get him with the safety, but he's on the 2-yard line. Then 3rd and 35. They got to do something crazy here, but they just run it up. So now they're going to punt the ball to us. We put Devontae Smith back there at punt returner, see if he can get anything going. He almost gets it to the edge, but doesn't have enough speed. We're going to start off running the ball heavy, getting Josh Jacobs in, getting a little bit of Najee Harris going, running up the middle, trying to run some dudes over. I might have to try to hurdle somebody with Najee Harris sometime. I didn't think about doing that in this game, but I just thought of that. So maybe next game, I'll try to hit somebody with a hurdle. Just running. Running until we can't no more. Mark Ingram in at fullback blocking big old dudes. He looks funny as a fullback with that number 5. Yeah, just running back to back to back. Now we even getting Kenyon Drake some looks right there. But we're not going to be able to get it, so we just kick a field goal to go 3-0. Now we're just going to watch AI play a little bit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston to the right side to Eric Ebron. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
There's our first injury, Dante Hightower.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Short little throw to Ebron.
They just running over fools, get that first down. Run the ball with Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara was also on Alabama for a year or two before he transferred to Tennessee as well. I even thought about putting him on the team too, but we already are stacked at running back, so no need there. Here we stop him on 4th down. We're now 3rd down, so they punt it to us. We get the ball back. I like this right here. I haven't seen the AI audible out like that. That looks like something they would do in real life. Come out in one look and then change the play, give them a different look. Now the Saints got an injury. But here we got 3rd and 6. 2 in the shotgun with Damian Harris back there with him. He's going to pass to Jalen Waddle. Get that easy first down across the middle of the field. Now Tua's going to pass from under center. And he gets it out to Irv Smith, I believe. Almost gets the first down. Make it 2nd and inches. 2 in the shotgun. Hands off to Josh Jacobs. Trucking dudes. Gaining them tough yards.
Once again, it's
Another
Jacobs.
handoff to Josh Jacobs, but he's not going anywhere that time. We get into a 2nd and 16.
Now on 2nd and 16.
Do a quick pass to Jalen Waddle. Old reliable. His favorite target in real life too. Here on 3rd and 10. We throw a dot to Calvin Ridley in the middle of the field. Now we're just going to keep pounding that rock with Josh Jacobs, but can't get anything going. We're going to try Kenyon Drake, but still nothing. They're stuffing us. They're figuring out what we want them to do. Here I could have had triangle, but I try to make a crazy play in the back of the end zone, but it doesn't work out, so we just kick the field goal, go up 6-0. Now another quick dump off to Alvin Kamara. We stop him for just a 1-yard gain. Now they hit us with a quick screen, which they've been doing a lot this game and had a lot of success on it. Gets a first down for him right there. Now Jameis with an empty pocket. I'm trying to strip the ball and hit stick him, so they breaking tackles, but now they hit it across the middle of the field. I try to hit stick him right there again with Landon Collins, but he still holds on to the ball. And then on 3rd and 2, we stop him short, so they kick a long field goal, and it's going to go through, just barely. Now we're back on offense, trying to run the ball again. Josh Jacobs got to earn everything he can get. Here he finally gets to the outside, but he's stopped by Demario Davis. Now we're getting Damian Harris some runs, but it leads to a 4th and 4, and we're going to punt with J.K. Scott. And then Jarvis Landry on the return. We're trying to hit stick him low, trying to knock the ball out. Now they're going to run to the left side with Alvin Kamara. Gets a first down. Another run to the left with Alvin Kamara. We're ready for it that time. And once again, 3 runs in a row with Alvin Kamara. They're just eating us up. 4 runs in a row that time for a first down. We're going to have to find an answer for Alvin Kamara. They're going to give it to him again. They're doing the same thing we're trying to do to them. They're having more success, it looks like. Now we come in a red zone situation. We already know they want to run it with Alvin Kamara, so we trying to be there to stop them. This time they got Dwayne Washington. We stop him short for a 3rd and 2. And then I see the screenplay, so I try to run in and hit stick him, but he bounces off of me. Still get him on the 4th down though. And they kick a field goal. Now it's 6-6. Here on the kickoff return, we get a nice little return by Jalen Waddle here. Better than I probably would have done. We're going to step back in though. We're trying to hit Amari Cooper deep, and he holds on to it. We got a nice first down right there with a minute left. Trying to hit these crossers. And we just barely sneak it in there to Julio Jones. Almost got picked. Now I'll try to hit Julio again. But now it's 3rd and 4. So we're just going to kick a field goal. And bad on me. I did not arc the angle low. So we actually ended up missing that PAT just short. There we break up a pass deep. So we get ball back. Just trying to run the ball. Tua trying to take a deep shot now. Bounced off a couple dudes. Almost got picked. Probably should have been. But they got some butterfingers. So we're going to punt it to them. And they're going to break a couple tackles by our gunners. Anthony Averett and Levi Wallace missing some tackles there. They're throwing some dots at us and first downs anytime they want one. But here, we got Pat Surtain with a pick down the sidelines. Now it's our ball again. We hitting them with a quick trap play. Josh Jacobs fighting for extra yards. Tua in an empty gun. And he throws a terrible pass to Damian Harrison. It's going to be picked off. I don't know what Tua was seeing right there, but that DB read it like a book. But it don't matter because we got a dude by the name of Marlon Humphrey ourselves with a pick 6 of our own. Or not pick 6, but just a pick. We're going to hit Amari Cooper on the out route. Now we got Damian Harris. Almost looked like the same play that it got picked on, but at the time we got him. Now play action. We hit Irv Smith for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Now Josh Jacobs looking like some better runs.
From midfield, here's Tua.
We hit Jalen Waddle in the middle for the first down.
Setting to throw
Our offensive
on
line doing
first
pretty
down
good this
and
game,
12.
protecting us. Tua's doing a good job of getting the ball out. We're just not running like we want to as we get stuffed in the backfield that time. Setting up a 3rd and 9. I come back in, trying to hit somebody in the middle. Almost gets picked off. Bad read by me. Now I'm trying to pin him back inside the 5. But it's just a yard too deep in the end zone, or else it would have been stuck on the 1 or 2 yard line. Now Jameis coming out, hitting his favorite target, Alvin Kamara. Setting up a 3rd and 7. And he's got somebody on the outside. And they just gonna keep feeding that rock to Alvin Kamara, their best player. Now Jameis with a play action pass. He might look to hit us deep, but we get a sack fumble picked up by Jonathan Allen. He's gonna do a little showboating on the way to the end zone and score a touchdown for our first big man touchdown of the year. Jonathan Allen going crazy on him. Now, very next possession, another sack fumble, and we pick it up again. Deshaun Hand in there in place of Quentin Williams, getting both of those sack fumbles. Now it's our turn. We're getting Josh Jacobs the ball. Now Damian Harris's turn. Just getting any amount of yards we can with the run game, trying to get those 150 yards. Now I got Amari Cooper with this zig route that he loves to do in real life as well, and we score off of it, diving into the end zone. He's gonna hit some kind of celebration, which none of the celebrations in this game make sense. I don't know what they were thinking, what these celebrations are supposed to mean, but they look weird. Here again, who would have thought? You know, none other than Alvin Kamara slicing us up the middle. Jameis Winston got all day to pass. We ain't got no pass rush this time until we finally do with Deshaun Hand again, coming in clutch in place of Quentin Williams. He might earn himself some more playing time. Now they getting the rookie Chris Olave the ball. Now it's 3rd and 12. Jameis Winston looking for a deep shot, but it's incomplete. We got Pat Surtain there to break it up. So we got ball next. Josh Jacobs getting about 6 yards on that play. Now getting Damian Harris the ball on a quick dump off, and he's fighting for the first down, and he gets it. Now we're going to run up the middle with Damian Harris. And then we're hitting Josh Jacobs. We finally getting the ground game rolling as the defense is tired from us running all game earlier. So it's finally working out in our favor now. Josh Jacobs just a little bit too slow, getting tripped up by his feet every time he breaks it to the second level. Now we're getting our speedster Kenyon Drake in. Now Najee Harris from the shotgun, bulldozing people. Now we're going to hit him with a play action, try to catch him off guard. And we got O.J. Howard, our long snapper, and reserve tight end. Now I'm trying to hit him with a fade route just to get some fancy points going. And then here I should have hit circle, but I accidentally clicked X instead. Should have been picked off, but they dropped it luckily. So then it won't go on the stat sheet. Make Tua look even worse, but Saints are going to get the ball back with 3 minutes left. It's not looking very good for them. They trying to hit Alvin Kamara, but we're there to break it up. Now we're hitting them with a cover 0. And I'm trying to get there to hit stick Alvin Kamara or make him fumble, but he just bounces off of me and runs for the first down. Now on 2nd and 6, they looking for another screen. I'm reading it, and then I clicked triangle too early, or else I would have had a pick 6. But instead, I just jumped up to try to swat the pass. Here I'm covering the dude in the middle, Mika Fitzpatrick, and I just took a poor angle on him, and they got me with that 4-verse look. Now Jameis Winston scrolling out, throws a terrible pass, but right into Ronnie Harrison's hands. We're going to run it all the way for a pick 6. So we got a pick 6 by Ronnie Harrison and Jonathan Allen with a scoop and score. Big man touchdown. Sub linebacker touchdown. The PAT good by our punter J.K. Scott to go up 27-6 with a minute 15 left. They're in desperation right now. They're just gonna hit these out routes to the sidelines, keep the clock stopped. We're gonna try to sit back in some zone, try to get a pick off of them. They just keep hitting those little sideline routes. I'm not even worried at this point. I'm just trying to make a play. I switched to cover 2 here, and it was a poor decision as they hit the soft area on a corner route, get a long gain out of it. They do a hurry up and hit another out route on us. We lunged too early at them, and they almost get the first down. Now Jameis Winston back to pass in the end zone, and we almost come up with another pick by, I believe, Trayvon Diggs, but he was just out of bounds when he landed. Now I'm just looking for anything short, but they decided to go deep, but nothing's there. Jameis Winston just throws it away. Now on 4th and 1, we just stuffed the run, and with 21 seconds left, I'm just running the ball out at this point. I keep calling timeouts though, just to see how many rushing yards I can get by the end of the day. But that will be game. We'll go on to win our first game of the year, 27-6 against one of our rivals, the New Orleans Saints. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to just speed up the rest of the video. You guys can look at the stats. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all at the next one. Peace.